Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 218, the Nasdaq down 42, S&P's up 6.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Chris Gaffney. Chris is the president of EverBank World Markets, folks. You've heard of him many times on TFNN. We're always lucky to have him on highly volatile days, news days, all of the above. Chris Gaffney, welcome back to TFNN.
Thanks, Tom. It's great to be here.
I'll tell you, volatility here. We got an election that's done. The markets, I guess you can take your pick whether we're talking currencies, commodities, or the markets. Just give me an hour, and maybe I can tell you which way they're going to go.
Yeah, nothing unexpected happened this week, did it? Yeah, it's. I mean, we had flashes of Brexit during the election results. I stayed up and was keeping track of them for and writing where the markets were going, and it was almost identical to what we saw with Brexit, and the unexpected results, the flight to safe havens, and then the next day the snap back, and everybody kind of looked at it and said, well, the world goes on, and things aren't going to be that different, and we certainly, well, today now we're at all-time highs on the markets.
No doubt.
On the stock markets.
And when we talk about the world not being that much different, there's plenty of folks that, number one, like traveling overseas. Number two, have children that go to schools overseas, and all of the above. And as you come over to our website, folks, okay, come over to TFNN, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see the EverBank banner. And we're going to talk about grab your passport and step into foreign currency. So this is pretty cool, what you've set up here, Chris. And we've had these accounts for quite a while, right? The World Currency Access Deposit Account. But if you can explain what the difference is and how so many more people can now take advantage of this.
Sure. And we're known for having these FDIC-insured deposit accounts that are denominated in foreign currency. We were one of the first banks to offer them, and we've been offering them for a long time. But we're excited about a new way for investors and your listeners to get involved in the foreign currencies. We've always preached diversification in alternative asset classes, and we've also felt, personally, I feel like dollar cost averaging is a great way to create a position in any one asset, because you put a set dollar amount into that asset over a time period, and you end up typically achieving a lower cost basis, because when the price is down you buy more, when the price is higher you buy less. So that dollar cost averaging is a great way to establish positions. We've had it in the metals, but just recently we started offering it for the currency accounts. So you can buy, if you decide, hey, I think it's smart to have a position in currencies, and right now I think the Mexican peso is cheap, but it may get cheaper. Who knows? So what you can do then is you can set up this dollar cost averaging, what we call our currency purchase plan, and put as little as $100 a month into the Mexican peso, and it's done on a regular basis. We do the transaction for you. We price it at just 3/4 over where we buy it, so it's a very competitive spread. And then over time, you'll establish that position in whichever currency you choose.
What's so cool, Chris, is that we actually had a couple, one of our callers in particular call in when the peso was crashing there, I can say about 6 weeks ago. Bottom line is that they were down there buying a second house.
And there's I'm sure a lot of your listeners have it's a preferred travel destination right now, and Mexico is cheap, and will it get cheaper? We get asked all the time, by callers, and do I buy it here? Do I wait? Do I, how do I time this? And really, the best way is to do it over, nobody can predict where the markets are going. I mean, this week has shown us that. And if you try to predict it, if you're trying to predict, that's when it usually goes right against you. So I think it's better just to take a longer-term view, establish that position, and again, dollar cost averaging is a great way to do that.
So let's just walk some of the folks through this. So first, we'd give you guys a buzz at 855-750-4051, and we open a cash management account first. Would that be correct?
Right. And,
Okay.
that cash management, it can either be a U.S. dollar, what we call a U.S. dollar access account, but it can also be a checking account or a money market account where we have some great rates. So you're going to get some good interest on that U.S. dollar account while it's sitting here. And then we also establish the currency account for you. So you make an initial purchase into that currency account as little as $100, and then on a regular basis, either once a month or twice a month,
Yes.
on the 1st or 15th of the month, we will go out and move $100 or whatever you tell us to move into the currency. So we will put that trade in for the client. It's automatically generated, and it's priced at whatever the spot rate, wherever we purchase the currency, plus 0.75%. So the cost associated with it is 75 basis points, 0.75%, which on a currency transaction, if you go through the airport and try to buy currency at the airport kiosk, you're going to get charged 4 or 5%. So, our currency exchange rate is very competitive. We're very proud, and we let them know exactly what the cost is going to be. Yeah,
and it's so cool that, I mean, the reality is that I don't think many of us actually walk into banks anymore anyway. So it's like, why not have your main account at EverBank, right? You use that as the cash management control. You can do the World Currency Access Deposit Account. Now, you could actually do a couple of these, right? Let's say if I wanted to do a peso and then I think I'm going to Europe, I could do a Europe one too, right?
Absolutely. You can do as many as you want. Again, the minimum's just $100 per currency. So we have 21 different currencies ranging anywhere from Mexico and euros all the way over to China, Russian rubles. We even have, Brazilian real. You can take some speculative bids if you want, but yes, Swiss francs. We've got 21 different currencies.
That is so cool, man. I'm telling you. In this day and age, we're still a one world deal too, so that's pretty cool. I gotta get you some feedback, man. So check this out. What happens with EverBank, folks? They have a lot of different CDs that are out there. The last market safe CD, I got some people emailing me right now. They're all elated because the last one had copper, nickel, soybeans, and silver inside it. And needless to say, those things have been up tremendously. These ones here, this one was just funded on October 26th. That's what these clients are telling me anyway.
We got some good. I'm glad to see your people are giving you some feedback because we always saw a tick up in callers right after that. So those are good market safe CDs are another a unique product that we offer at EverBank, and we'll sure come out with another one. We're dark right now on them, but we're going to planning another one the first part of next year. So they take a little bit for us to create.
Sure.
And bring them to market, but when we do, we'll be telling you all about them.
Totally, folks. And listen, you give EverBank a call, 855-750-4051, and open the cash management account, folks, because then you can take an advantage not only of this World Global Access Deposit Account, but they have a lot of different things that they're going to have in the future that you can still take advantage of. Chris Gaffney, you have a great one, a safe one, and of course, the next volatile day, we're going to have you on.
Sounds great. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.